What's up, everyone? Today, we're diving into 20 of the most fascinating facts about the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. From his underdog draft story to his insane training secrets, you're about to learn things even die-hard fans might not know. Make sure you stick around till the end, because number 20 will blow your mind. Let's get started. Fact 1. Drafted 199th overall in the 6th round, 2000 NFL Draft. Tom Brady's entry into the NFL is one of the most famous underdog stories in sports history. In the 2000 NFL Draft, he was chosen 199th overall by the New England Patriots, making him a 6th round pick. At the time, most teams doubted his athletic ability, arm strength, and long-term potential, labeling him as a system quarterback with limited upside. In fact, 6 quarterbacks were selected ahead of him, including players who would have short NFL careers. What makes this remarkable is how Brady used the snub as motivation throughout his career. The 1990 became a symbol of his resilience, discipline, and relentless work ethic. Even decades later, he referenced that draft position as fuel for his competitive drive, showing that perceived limitations can become the foundation for greatness. Fact 2. One of the slowest QB 40-yard dash times ever, 5.28 seconds. At the NFL Combine, Brady's 40-yard dash time was an unremarkable 5.28 seconds, extremely slow compared to other quarterbacks. His awkward running style and lack of explosive athleticism led scouts to doubt his ability to evade defenders or extend plays with his legs. Alongside a relatively weak bench press performance and unimpressive vertical jump, his combine numbers did little to help his draft stock. Ironically, these slow measurements did not hinder his eventual dominance. Brady would go on to prove that quick decision-making, accuracy, and preparation could outweigh raw athletic speed. His career became a reminder that combine stats don't always predict NFL success. Fact 3. The only player with 7 Super Bowl wins. Brady's most iconic accomplishment is winning an unprecedented 7 Super Bowls. 6 with the New England Patriots, 36, 38, 39, 49, 51, 53, and 1 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 55. No other player, regardless of position, has reached that mark. His ability to adapt to different teammates, coaches, and systems while maintaining excellence in high-pressure moments is unmatched. Each championship carried its own storyline, from the Tuck Rule playoff run in 2001 to the incredible comeback from 28-3 against the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. The fact that Brady captured his final championship at age 43 cemented his place not just as the most accomplished quarterback, but as one of the greatest athletes in any sport. Fact 4. Appeared in 10 Super Bowls. Making a Super Bowl appearance is the pinnacle of achievement for most NFL players. But Brady did it 10 times over a 23-year career. That's nearly half of his career spent playing in the biggest game in football. For perspective, the next closest quarterback, John Elway, appeared in 5. His 10 appearances span 2 different eras, the early 2000s Patriots dynasty and the later years where he revitalized the Buccaneers franchise. These appearances speak to Brady's longevity, adaptability, and ability to elevate teams to championship contention year after year. Fact 5. Most career wins in NFL history. Brady holds the all-time NFL record for most wins by a starter season and postseason victories, well over 250 total. That record is the result of both incredible consistency and an ability to perform in big moments. Winning in the NFL requires not only talent, but also leadership, preparation, and the ability to adapt to different team rosters over time. He maintained winning seasons with different supporting casts, proving he could thrive regardless of the team's composition. This consistency is especially impressive, given the NFL's competitive balance rules, which are designed to prevent long dynasties. Fact 6. Record for most passing yards, regular season plus playoffs. Over his career, Brady accumulated more passing yards than any quarterback in history when combining regular season and playoff totals, surpassing legends like Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. His career total is over 100,000 yards, which is equivalent to throwing the length of a football field more than 1,000 times. This milestone showcases his sustained productivity over 2 decades. It also reflects his durability. Very few quarterbacks remain effective long enough to challenge such numbers. Brady wasn't just playing into his mid-40s, he was still producing at an elite level. Fact 7. Played 23 NFL seasons, retiring at 45. Longevity in the NFL is rare, especially for quarterbacks who take constant hits. Brady defied the odds by playing until age 45, retiring after the 2022 season. Over that span, he remained a starting quarterback for 21 of those years and consistently competed for playoff spots. His ability to extend his career was largely thanks to his strict training, nutrition, and recovery routines under the TB12 method. He redefined what was considered possible for an NFL career, opening the door for other athletes to consider playing well into their 40s. Fact 11. Childhood 49ers fan who attended the catch game. Tom Brady grew up in San Mateo, California, as a passionate San Francisco 49ers fan. At just 4 years old, he attended the 1981 NFC Championship game, which became famous for the catch, Joe Montana's legendary touchdown pass to Dwight Clark. Brady has recalled sitting in the stands with his family and watching the moment unfold, not fully realizing at the time that he was witnessing one of the most iconic plays in NFL history. This early exposure to greatness on the football field left a lasting impression on him. Seeing Montana's calm under pressure planted the seeds for Brady's own mental toughness and clutch performances decades later. Fact 12. Childhood idol was Joe Montana. Joe Montana wasn't just Brady's favorite player, he was the blueprint for how Brady wanted to play quarterback. Growing up, Brady wore Montana's number 16 jersey and studied his game. He admired Montana's leadership, poise, and ability to perform in big moments. When Brady finally met Montana years into his NFL career, he described it as surreal, like meeting a superhero. This admiration for Montana became a driving force in his own approach to preparation and composure, particularly in high-pressure playoff situations. Fact 13. Training focuses on pliability over heavy lifting. One of the cornerstones of Brady's success is his unique training philosophy under the TB12 method, which emphasizes muscle pliability over traditional heavy lifting. Pliability involves keeping muscles long, soft, and resilient through targeted stretching, resistance bands, and massage work. Brady believes this reduces injury risk and extends athletic longevity. While Alex Guerrero helped refine this approach, which has become a selling point for his TB12 brand. Fact 14 follows a highly restrictive diet. Brady's diet is famously strict. He avoids processed foods, dairy, refined sugars, white flour, caffeine, and even nightshade vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants due to their potential inflammatory effects. His meals focus on organic vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains. Critics have debated the necessity of such restrictions, but Brady credits this discipline with keeping his body in peak condition well into his 40s. The diet is a core part of his TB12 lifestyle brand, inspiring many athletes and fans to rethink their own eating habits. Fact 15 drinks around 2.5 gallons of water a day. Hydration is another pillar of Brady's performance strategy. He reportedly drinks about 2.5 gallons of water daily, often mixed with electrolytes to replenish minerals lost during workouts. He believes consistent hydration improves muscle function, energy, and recovery. While some experts have raised eyebrows at the sheer volume, Brady insists it's a key reason he avoided major muscle cramps and fatigue throughout his career. This commitment to hydration is just one example of his extreme attention to detail. Fact 16 avoids coffee and in-season alcohol. Brady has never been a coffee drinker and avoids alcohol entirely during the NFL season. He believes caffeine and alcohol can hinder recovery, disrupt sleep, and negatively impact performance. This choice is part of his larger philosophy of eliminating anything that might slow him down, even if it means missing out on common indulgences. His discipline in this area reflects the same mindset that allowed him to stay mentally sharp and physically prepared year after year. Fact 17 drafted by the Montreal Expos as a catcher. Before his football fame, Brady was an excellent baseball player. In the 1995 MLB draft, the Montreal Expos selected him in the 18th round as a catcher. Scouts praised his strong throwing arm and leadership skills, projecting that he could have had a future in professional baseball. Ultimately, Brady chose to pursue football at the University of Michigan, a decision that forever changed sports history. It's fascinating to imagine an alternate reality where he might have been an MLB All-Star instead of an NFL legend. Fact 18 threw only one pick six in first 20 playoff games. Brady's early playoff performances were not just winning efforts, they were incredibly efficient. In his first 20 postseason games, he threw only one interception that was returned for a touchdown, a rare feat in high-pressure playoff football. This stat highlights his ability to protect the football and avoid costly mistakes when it mattered most. It's one of the reasons his teams were so consistently competitive in January and February. Fact 19. First NFL start came after Drew Bledsoe's injury. Brady's rise to stardom began unexpectedly in Week 2 of the 2001 season, when Patriots quarterback Drew Bledsoe suffered a serious injury after a hit from Jets linebacker Mo Lewis. Brady stepped in as the starter the following week and never looked back. What followed was one of the most remarkable quarterback takeovers in NFL history. Brady led the Patriots to an 11-3 record as a starter that year and set the stage for a 2-decade dynasty. Fact 20. Won a Super Bowl in his first season as a starter. In his first season leading the Patriots, Brady guided the team to an improbable Super Bowl 36 over the heavily favoured St. Louis Rams, known as the greatest show on turf. At just 24 years old, he became the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl at the time. That win didn't just bring New England its first championship, it also marked the beginning of a dynasty. Brady's composure in that game, particularly in the final drive to set up Adam Vinatieri's game-winning field goal, became a defining trait of his career. And that's 20 incredible Tom Brady facts. The man, the myth, the legend. Which one surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more sports deep dives, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.